Well, would you look at that? Actually have them cover that opens up whatsoever cover on the top. Hi everyone, I'm Lulu, the RC Chick, and today I am so very excited to be taking a look at this awesome from MD Motor. So this is going to be a covered dump truck, and it is in 1/14 scale, fully hydraulic, and has a lot of features that I'm excited to get into. So let's get into it. So of course, this dump truck is going to be very special because of the cover that it has on the top. So this is hydraulic operated. We do have the hydraulic cylinders over here in the side that operate the cover of this, so it lifts to go over to the front. So the cabin that we have on this truck is going to be the Iveco cabin. So this is going to be a fully plastic cabin, but everything else in the back is obviously going to be metal. So we do have, of course, our mobile windshield wipers over here, some lights on the sun visor as well. So on the top, we do have a simulation sunroof. So this actually, you cannot see through in this one. Some adjustable side mirrors over here on the side, and of course, openable cabin doors. So once you open the cabin doors, you can see it's very detailed on the inside, and there is actually windows right here on the back that you can actually see through as well. So over here, once we do open on this side, you can actually see there's a volume control switch over here. So this is going to be for the sound system that we do have. The speaker is located right on the top over there. And the sound system that we're using on this one is from Fury Bear. Now over here, let's take a look at what's under the cabin. All you have to do is push the latch and then open it up. So this is going to be your battery connector, XT60 connector. Battery compartment is going to be right there, so you can fit it in there, so there will be enough space for everything else. And over here, you can actually see the Fury Bear sound system that we're using that's connected. And this is going to be our light board, and right down under here, that's going to be your brushed ESC that's being used for this one. Now over here, that's going to be our motor and our transmission gearbox. So under this plate on this side, there's also going to be our receiver. Since we're using the i6S radio, it's going to be the i610B. So coming over to the side under here with the chassis, of course, we do have our awesome rubber tires. These are going to be Michelin branded tires. And of course, we do have our full metal hydraulic oil tank with the inlet right here that you can just easily unscrew and screw back on whenever you're done adding your oil. We do have some other decorations over here, and as well, this actually houses something that I'm going to show you later. We do have our mud guards that say Iveco on them as well, so there's a lot of pretty cool details on this. And of course, we do have twin tires on the back over here and just single tires on the front. Now coming up to the rear over here, of course, we do have our metal rear bumper and of course a towing hitch here. Pretty convenient. Everything over here, of course, is going to be metal. This part does open once you lift the bucket, which I will show you later. Now over here on the left side of the track, we do have this full metal box. So this is going to be housing your actual hydraulic pump and the valves over here. So you can easily just close that. And of course, we do have other decorations. So the fenders are going to be, this one's going to be metal, but this one's going to be plastic as it is part of the cabin. Now let's take a look at what's under the chassis of this awesome dump truck. So over here, we do have, of course, two live rear axles with our dual rear wheels, of course. So this is going to be live axle 1, live axle 2. Now coming up over here, we do have on the top, that's going to be our hydraulic oil tank. Now on the bottom, we do have our valves, and of course, it does have a relief valve as well. So coming up here to the front, we do have the suspension on the front axles. Both of them are not live because it is an 8x4 tractor truck. And once you take a look inside the axle, you can actually see the brake calipers as well. So we do have in this housing, we're housing the servo for the differential lock. Now coming up here, that's going to be our transmission gearbox, the motor over here on the front, and of course our servo for steering. We do have a switch over here that controls the ESC. So now let's jump into all the operations of this awesome covered dump truck. So I'll be using this 2S 7.4 volts, 5000 milliamp lithium ion battery. So XT60 connector, pretty easy, pretty straightforward. We have it connected, battery compartment on the top over here. You just have to be really careful with how you fit everything into this because it can be a really tight space. And now for the functions, of course we do have a light system installed on this one and a sound system. So for the light system, so the second switch, so you do have all of this turned on at the bottom. And then it gets brighter, you have another light turned on as well as the lights in the sun visor. And then that would be it. But we also have some lights over here. These can be your indicator lights. And you can also leave them on both sides. Or you can just have all the lights on at the same time. And now for the sound system, it's going to be this part over here. Just push for the beep. And then turn it on. And of course, we do have volume control in the cabin. Oh. So that is the maximum amount of volume you're going to get on this sound system. And of course, you can go as low as 0. But I think just in the middle is good enough. And now let's check out the speed transmission on this one. So we do have 2-speed transmission. First, it's slow speed. And then high speed. Whoa. So the high speed is really high. And of course, we do have a differential lock on this one. So now we're going to, it's open right now. And now lock it. Gotta be careful. Whoa. That always happens. I'm never ready for that. Okay, there we have it. And now for the long-awaited hydraulic functions of this covered dump truck. So now we're going to use this button to lift up the dumper. Well, would you look at that? You actually have this awesome cover that opens up right after you lift the bucket as well. And now let's take a look at the hydraulic cylinder that we have for the dumper. So this is going to be our multi-stage telescopic cylinder that we have. So we've got 4 stages on it over here, since its location is really just right there at the front instead of having it in the middle or closer to the back. So we do need it to be a multi-stage one. And now for the cover over the dumper. Oh my God, that rhymes. So this is going to be another hydraulic function, since like I said before, this does have hydraulic cylinders on the side. So now this is going to be your joystick that controls it. And of course, that thing is made completely out of metal. This entire dumper bucket is 100% metal. And it moves pretty fast. And of course, we do have an entire army on the inside waiting to go to war. Do not take an army into war with a dump truck, but that's the funny part. So it moves actually super smoothly. Look at that. That is so cool. No issues whatsoever with the cover on the top. You can go as fast as you need to go or as slow as you need to go. So this is the fastest that it goes. All right, everyone, now that was this awesome cover dumper, of course, from MD Moto. It is a 4x8 hydraulic RC dump truck with, of course, the cover that is full metal and, of course, all plastic cabin. So what do you guys think of this one? And, of course, I'm going to be having a little bit of a sale on this one. So please don't hesitate to contact me to get you one of these at the best possible prices. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.